If so, that's this is in essence how you do a forgate. There are not many variations. There might be some that you can do, but this is the most efficient, fastest way to do it. It allows you to line up all your buildings on time, allows you to get your units out as fast as possible. Um, it's very easy scouted. If your opponent scouts it, it's very easy to see that you're going for the strategy. But even then, still sometimes it's hard to prepare for. So we're gonna go back at our notes, and this is the build of the Forgate. At 11 supply, we chrono boost the Nexus. At 12 supply, we build our gateway, and we scout with that probe. At 14 supply, we get our second chrono on our Nexus to keep probes coming, so that we can get our economy up as fast as possible. That way, we can get our buildings and units out as fast as possible. Also, at 14 supply, also we're going to build our gas so that we can get our higher tier units and get our tier units and get our research going. At 16 supply, we're going to build our pylon so that we don't get supply capped, so that we can make units and make more probes. That we can get a better economy. Also at 16 supply, we're gonna fill the gas so we can start collecting gas. That way we can get our research and get our higher tier units. Also at 16 supply, we're gonna build our cybernetics core, which allows us to unlock our tier 1.5 units and our warp gate research. 18 supply, we're gonna build our first zealot. And this is just to ward off any super early pressures that are even earlier than ours, there are not many, but there are some, but there are not many that come. Also, it's very good in the straight up fight. When the cybernetics core is done, start warp gate research, which the cybernetics core is going to be done around 20 supply. And then from that point on, the rest of our chrono from our Nexus is going to go into the warp gate technology. That way we can get out as fast as possible. That way we can get our warp gates up as fast as possible. At 22 supply, we got to stop making probes, because if we don't, we're going to supply cap ourselves for economy that we don't need, because with the economy we have, which is 16 probes on minerals and 3 probes on gas, that's the most efficient amount we can use for the number of gateways we have, which is 4. And so this way, um, we don't have to spend extra money on anything else. We have our money all guaranteed towards our push, and there's not extra money laying around. We have extra money right now, but that's just because our gates are almost off a cooldown. We're using extra chrono boost that we have on the gateway so that they get off a cooldown faster, and that way we get more units out on the ground faster. So, and after we stop making probes, at 22 supply, we're gonna make our stalker. And this is, again, this is just a clear way for the probe. The main purpose of the first zealot and the stalker is to clear away so that the probe can make the proxy pylon, the safe proxy pylon, and the 2 proxy pylons in the opponent's base. It also starts the initial pressure and starts, hopefully you get your opponent a little bit panicked, because they might know what build you're doing and they might not be prepared for it. So they might overreact, or they might react wrong, just because they're a little bit pressured and they're a little bit scared. At 24 supply, we're going to build 3 gateways, and also at 24 supply, we're going to build our second stalker. This way and we're going to rally that stalker to our zealot or our other zealot and our other stalker, so that by the time, as soon as the stalker finishes, the warp gate will be done. We morph it, and the stalker will be on the way to the battlefield, and it will help us later on when it crosses the map. At 26 supply, what we're going to do is we're going to start putting proxy pylons down. We're going to start off with the safe one. It's over here. This is out of the way. This makes sure that the opponent doesn't know where it is, and this makes sure you can get the pylon up so you can have your pressure going as fast as possible. And also, when warp gate is done, we morph our gateways into the warp gates that you see now. So this build is a fast attack. It's if the attack doesn't do very well, usually it's game over for you, because you don't have any tech to fall back on. Your economy is not the best because we had to cut probes to do this attack. It's a decent economy to run on 4 gateways, but to do anything else besides using the 4 gateways, you can't support it. And most of the time, when the attack fails, you're not going to have much of an army left, so you have to warp in an army so you don't lose to a counterattack. That's why it's a very aggressive build, and it's a very hard build to do. because you have to get the timings right. Once you get the timings right, it's a very easy build to execute. You never have to look back at your base. You never have to macro behind it. All you gotta do is micro and warp in units. I hope this has been helpful for anyone that needs to learn how to do the 4-gate. Uh, and I hope that you are successful any attempts that you do, and I hope that you destroy all the processes that you